guest is a comedian and an actor. His critically acclaimed FX series, Louie, received 2 Emmy nominations. Please welcome our friend Louis C.K. Louis, so nice to see you. Congratulations, first of all, on all your success. We've known each other a long time, and you've been a hilarious guy since day one, and now it just feels like it's all come together, which is really nice.
Pretty good right now, yeah.
Yeah. You seem afraid.
It could change at any minute.
It could change at any second.
Totally. I don't expect any of it to keep going.
Right. Right. It
I
will.
mean, you can't.
Yeah.
Why, how do you know?
I do. I know everything.
So arrogant
You've got
on my behalf.
You've got 2 more years on top.
2 more? That's good.
No, now, in the show, Louie, which is hilarious and Emmy-nominated, it's a very dark world that you portray.
I guess so, yeah. Well, I think life is pretty... I don't think it's so awful. I mean, I don't think you should expect anything to go well. I think the only thing you have coming to you, after you're born, the only thing you have really coming to you is death. That's the only thing that you're owed.
You're owed.
And the rest of it is whatever you get lucky enough to dodge the buses that can hit you and stuff, you know.
Right.
But I think the world the way it is better than it could be. I think that you know, there's war and there's murder, but there's not as much as there could be. Really. There could be so much more. Like when I see a crowd of people like at Disneyland or something, I'm like, how are they not killing each other all the time? Like, how are there not like 50 murders every day at Disneyland? Just people with knives just going, could you just move? You know, just little, just... When I hear like a man was murdered, I'm like, sure he was. You know, people get...
There's no horror? There's no, oh my God, a man was murdered?
I'm upset for him, blah, blah, his family, but I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. I was, once I saw a homeless guy at a bus stop, and he looked really wretched, and there was a woman next to him with a purse, and in my head I was saying to him, murder her, what are you, just murder her and take the money. You're homeless. Life is kicking you in the balls every day. Start murdering and eating well. Like, why wouldn't you do that?
Sounds very reasonable when you say it.
Well, I try to put myself in other people's shoes. I think you're supposed to do that. That's empathy.
Empathy.
And sometimes I do it for, like I saw a homeless guy once. I see a lot of homeless guys because America's in trouble, but I saw this homeless guy, and I pictured being him, but not for the right reasons. It was because he had a beautiful, thick head of hair. He had gorgeous, like James Dean, I was like, oh, give me that. Like I thought I would trade with him.
You would trade with the homeless guy?
I would trade lives with him so that I get the hair, he can have everything I have, and be bald. I would do it. Because I'm confident. I'd take a shower, go to a comedy club. In a few years, I'd be me with the hair.
It's insane.
Yeah.
And what about him?
He would lose whatever I left him with, and because he has no life skill, and he'd be bald.
Wow. You do have empathy.
I do. That's what empathy means, right?
Yeah.
That's a pretty good definition.
Well, let me ask you this. How is fatherhood going for you? Enjoying fatherhood?
I do enjoy it. It's difficult. It gets easier, though. It's one of those things that gets easier. I had a dog once, and that doesn't get easier. It doesn't. It's harder having a dog, because children develop, and dogs just stay dumb. And they never figure it out. And when you're dog, I don't know if you ever had a dog that's had a medical problem, but you can't get their cooperation when you need to help them, because you can't say to them, you know, you have this problem, you see.
Yeah.
I had this dog, when I took my dog to the vet the first time, she was, I don't know, a year old when I adopted her, and the vet told me, don't let your dog eat dark chocolate. I don't know if you know this, but
I've heard this, that
it's
dark chocolate is supposed to be poison to dogs.
It kills them. And vets won't explain it further either. It's like, why does it kill them? Oh, just they die. Like, they won't tell you why. Like, what do I do if my dog eats dark chocolate? Watch her die or leave the room. But the vet did tell me there's one thing you can do, which is give your dog hydrogen peroxide. And that foams up in the dog's belly, and then they throw it up with the chocolate. That's what you should know to do that. But you got to do it quickly before they ingest the chocolate. All right, so I come home like 6 months later. Sure enough, my dog ate dark chocolate. I had friends who had stayed over and they didn't know. They left dark chocolate in low places.
Right.
Which is very popular.
Here's a good place for this.
Yes.
could put it on this high shelf, but I think not.
They put it way down.
I may be crawling on the floor later.
That's right. And might not need a snack.
So what? So you come
my
home
dog
and had your dog eaten it?
Eaten a whole big bar of
Oh, my
dark
God.
Polish chocolate. The Polish part doesn't matter, but I like saying Polish chocolate. and my dog had chocolate on her face, and I went, oh my God! And she looked at me like, I was home for an hour alone. What are you gonna, come on. And I was like, you're gonna die! And she's looking at me like, I don't understand English, but I get that you're upset. And so I'm thinking, I gotta get hydrogen peroxide into this dog, but I don't have any. So I've gotta go to the pharmacy, and she needs to come with me because there's no time.
Right.
I'm in New York City, and I put the leash on her. She's like, excited, we're going for a walk. And I'm running, and she's like, this is great for you. You never exercise. And she's just enjoying it. And then we get to the pharmacy, and she's waiting for me when I come out, and I've got a bottle of hydrogen peroxide that I have to make her drink.
Yeah.
Like, take yourself through that. How do you make a dog, like, you just, here, drink this, you know? So I kind of pour a little in her snout, and she goes, like that. And so I kind of grab her, and I pour a little more. She goes, I think I was pretty clear that I didn't like that. Like, she looks at me like, she's trying to figure out what's going on here. And so I get my whole body around her. This dog was 70 pounds. She was like an alligator.
Yeah,
and if she didn't want to drink something, she's just thrashing. I'm like, drink it! And at one point, I have her on the end of the leash, and she's looking at me all wet on the face. And she gives me this look like, I don't know what happened to you, but our thing is over. I'm not into you anymore. I'm a dog. And she starts going, "Arr!" She became completely vicious. She's trying to bite me, and I'm trying to save her life.
Yeah.
So I'm punching her in the face and splashing this stuff. I'm holding her lip open. I'm going, drink that! Kicking her in the stomach. And people, I look, and there's hundreds of people on the sidewalk just horrified.
Yeah.
There's cars stopped, and they're honking at me. Leave her alone! She's gonna die! It was a nightmare. And finally, I got enough up her nose and whatever.
Right.
And she was like, dude, just, huh? And then she, just like a pump, just boop, 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 and just brown foam.
Yeah.
Brown, like she's, like another dog is coming out of her. And she made it, but she never liked me after that. She hated me. Because from her point of view, I just went nuts.
You went nuts.
I lost my mind.
For no reason. We have to take a commercial break. More with Louis C.K. in just a second. Stick around. We are back. I'm sitting with Louis C.K. I congratulated you earlier. 2 Emmy nominations for the show, Louis. That's got to feel good.
Yeah. Well, it does, and I hope I get an Emmy just because the network gave me this show. I want them to get one.
Right,
like
right.
as payback. But in the end, it's just TV, and it's just going to be on. Like, it's just something that's on in a room where somebody's depressed or masturbating or whatever they're doing. And, like, everything...
That is the most self-aggrandizing thing I've ever heard you say. You think people are masturbating
not
to your
to
show?
the show. Not
it's
to
the
the
backdrop
show.
is what he meant.
oh, well, I
right
see.
now is muted in the
Yeah.
house with a guy's jerking off right there. That's right now. He doesn't hear us. He's jerking off. But anyway.
I think he stopped because he just saw you point at him. If he's Catholic, you just freaked him out.
Well, TV's weird that way because everything becomes equal in this. Like, I saw Schindler's List on TV a few nights ago. And Schindler's List, when it came out, it was a big deal.
Huge deal, yeah.
And now it's just on TV. It's just something that you're just flipping around and you see a movie with Dudley Moore and Kirk Cameron switching bodies. And I don't know if you saw that one where they're like their father and son and they switch bodies.
Sure.
So all of a sudden, Kirk Cameron, who's like a teenager, wakes up in his father's 40-year-old body with his fully formed penis and everything. And now Dudley Moore's in a little boy's... I mean, this isn't what they said the movie was about. But it wasn't the focus of the movie. Okay, let me just speed ahead to what I was going to say. So you're flipping around.
What the hell happened there?
You're flipping around. And all of a sudden, Schindler's List is like, you come in the middle of it, and it's on TBS, and there's a little stripe at the bottom showing the guy on the next show, dancing at the... Conan's back.
Conan's coming, and I'm dancing around. Here's this Oscar-winning, respected movie, and I'm at the bottom of the screen.
Yeah, exactly.
you know, yeah.
And but I was watching Schindler's List, and this moment happened that it just stuck with me. It's a scene where all the Jews are being thrown out of Warsaw, and it's very sad. And they're going down the street, and there's these Polish people that aren't Jewish watching them leave.
Right.
And one of them is a little girl, and she's about 7 years old, and she's on a mailbox, and she's very cute, and she's yelling, "Goodbye, Jews! Goodbye, Jews!" And this really left an impression on me, and probably on the Jews that she was yelling at, too. Because I think it's real. I think
a very
that happened.
powerful moment, yeah.
Yes, and I think it probably really happened, and somebody told Spielberg about that, and he was like, "We're doing that in the movie." So he made that scene, which means he had to find a little girl to play that little girl. He had to find a little cute girl who could yell, "Goodbye, Jews!" at grown-ups.
Right.
And that's a really... And I know how movies are made, so I know somewhere there's a tape of like 50 little girls all trying really hard, trying to get the "Goodbye, Jews" part.
Right.
And they're all adorable.
They're adorable.
Or some of them aren't so good at it.
Yeah, because there's no kid actors that are like, you know, Sean Penn, "Can I work from within?" They're all adorable. They're all cute.
Right.
There's a tape somewhere of little girls. "Hi, my name is Anne Marie, and I'm with William Morris. Goodbye, Jews." "Goodbye, Jews." Anne Marie, we need a little more anger. "Oh, I'm sorry. Goodbye, Jews." Okay, next. And there's another girl. "Goodbye, Jews. Goodbye, Jews." Okay, next. And then comes the girl who's amazing, and her mother has prepared her for months. She knows how to walk in the room. "Hi, my name is Louise, and I am really happy to meet you. The sun'll come out tomorrow. Bet your..." We just need the line, actually. "Oh, I'm sorry. Goodbye, Jews! Goodbye, Jews!"
All right.
She got the part.
Sadly, we are out of time, but I must show this clip. I must show this
yes.
clip from Louis, and this is actually something that you experienced in your life, but I think we just have time to show the clip. This is where involves you taking the kids trick-or-treating.
Trick-or-treating, that's right.
And tell us, this is something
Well, when I was a kid, I had a really unusual costume that I wanted to be for Halloween, and my mother wouldn't really let me do it, and so I made my kid do it in this show. I don't want to say what it is because it'll make you laugh more if you just see it.
There you go. Let's take a look at this clip from Louis.
Right here.
Trick or treat.
Oh my god, they're so cute.
Yeah.
What are you?
I'm a fairy.
A nice fairy. Have a candy here.
See?
And what are you?
Frederick Douglass.
She read a book about Frederick Douglass.
Okay. Thanks, girls.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
You wanted to be Frederick Douglass?
I wanted to be Frederick Douglass. And my mom wouldn't let me paint my face
That's
black.
very good. Your mom did a
I
good
know.
thing.
She's like, "You're not going out in
Louis,
blackface."
if you have not seen Louis, watch Louis. It airs Thursdays at 10:30 on FX, and season 1 of Louis on Blu-ray DVD is in stores right now. Louis C.K., absolutely hilarious.
Thank you very
so
much.
for being here. It's good to have you right back. Jim Sturgis from the new movie One Day. We'll see you in a second.